Coffee. If you're watching this, chances are you love coffee as much as I do, and a good automatic coffee maker can help you start the day right and have that first cup waiting for you so you're not fumbling around in the dark. For some, coffee is about more than just drip. Iced coffee or specialty beverages are more popular than ever, and the Ninja specialty coffee maker helps put more options at your fingertips. I recently ordered the Ninja CM401 specialty coffee maker from Amazon to review and see what it's like to use, how it works, what kind of drinks it can make, and if overall it's a good coffee maker for you. And before you get too excited, there are a few things you're going to want to know about this machine, since specialty coffee maker kind of has a different meaning here. There's not a lot to unpack in the Ninja CM401 box since everything's kind of part of the main unit. The design is actually quite unique since you can see right through the area where the warming plate is. The model I chose has a glass carafe, but a thermal version is also apparently available. The water reservoir here is removable, holding about 50 ounces or 10 cups of coffee. Also included in the box is a double-ended coffee scoop to help you measure your specialty drinks. The brew basket is hidden in a neat swivel-out drawer, which means you don't need to lift the lid or pull it out from under your countertop to fill it. The brew basket uses No. 4 cone filters or the included reusable metal filter. You'll also get the integrated frother wand, and more on that is coming up. All the controls for the machine are on the front and pretty self-explanatory. There are 6 different brew sizes. That includes several sizes of cup or travel mug, plus a half carafe and full carafe of coffee. For making iced coffee, you can use the over ice setting. And finally, there is the specialty button for prepping highly concentrated coffee, similar to an espresso shot. Now, by the way, the CM401 is also smart enough to not activate the heating plate when preparing smaller cups of coffee, and not only saves electricity, but it's a safety feature. Making regular coffee is convenient since you can just flip the lid on the removable water tank to fill it up and then drop it back into place. You can use the programmable timer to pre-make the coffee before you get up, or just press the power button and choose your style of brew to make coffee manually. Making a full pot of coffee is quick, taking just under 8 minutes, and when it comes to the temperature, the coffee comes out of the machine at about 185 degrees Fahrenheit or 85 degrees Celsius. Let's get to the specialty coffees. By pressing one single button, you can select an option that will give you a highly concentrated 4-ounce cup of coffee, similar to a double or quad espresso. Now, with that said, this is definitely not an espresso machine. While you could certainly use espresso beans in it, the machine isn't using high pressure to extract the coffee. It's simply concentrating what's there with less water. You just put a big scoop of coffee into that filter basket and the machine will automatically dispense those 4 ounces of water over those grounds to give you your concentrated coffee. I actually didn't mind this highly concentrated coffee, but when you try to make a latte or a cappuccino with it, it's not quite the same. So don't confuse this strong coffee for an espresso. The frothing attachment is easy to use, and you just have to attach the wand with a twist. A small button on top of the wand will agitate the frother and produce your milk foam. Now, there are 2 things that struck me about this integrated wand. One is that it has no heating properties, so you do need to warm the milk up before you're going to use it. The other is that while it does whip up a decent foam fairly quickly, the foam collapses fairly quickly afterwards. On the whole, I found the milk frothing options kind of disappointing. I'd say if you're looking at a machine to give you fast, hot, frothy milk that stands up in drinks, you'll want to keep looking. For those warm days, the Ninja coffee maker can make iced coffee too. The over ice feature still uses heated water at about 119 Fahrenheit or 48 Celsius, but it combines it with a slower brewing rate to make your iced coffee without diluting it too much. Now let's touch on the intelligent warming plate. If you set your Ninja coffee maker to either half carafe or full carafe, you can keep your drink warm through that plate, and you can adjust the time it will stay on after making a pot from 2 to 4 hours. You can also adjust that warming plate to hold your coffee hotter or less warm as you prefer. And finally, when it comes to the cleanup, the water tank, filter holder, milk frother head, scoop, and carafe are all dishwasher safe. Overall, this is a pretty neat machine. Just don't confuse it for an espresso machine. The design is certainly unique, and it does offer a few more options than your average automatic drip coffee maker. I also like the programmable timer and adjustable warming plate. When it comes to basic drip coffee, the machine does a good job and brews good coffee in a reasonable amount of time. I like the fact it has a removable water tank, and the swivel-out filter basket is equally convenient. The Ninja specialty coffee maker also makes it really easy to make smaller amounts of coffee, from half a pot down to a single mug, not to mention that super concentrated 4-ounce coffee that you can use as a dupe for espresso. So those are the pros. What are the cons? Well, I found the milk frothing feature to be extremely lackluster. It didn't make strong, long-lasting foam, and with no heating abilities, you either need to dirty another pot on the stove or use your microwave. Probably less of a downside, as opposed to something to be aware of, is that while Ninja bills this as a specialty coffee maker, using this machine will give you different results than using an espresso machine and proper milk frothing wand. Even so, I think this machine is ideal for folks who like to make a cup of coffee at a time as well as larger amounts, and it gives coffee drinkers plenty of options in a cleverly designed package, so I can recommend the Ninja specialty coffee maker to you. It sells for about $169 US or $239 Canadian, and you can get it, as I did, from Amazon. And if you do want a true espresso machine, you can check out my review of the massive bestseller, the Philips Latte Go, or see why I'm loving the compact convenience and ease of a Nespresso machine right now.